What is up, everybody? It's DJ Martini Midwest Reviews coming at you with another video for my channel. So today, I promise it's going to be a super quick one. I just went for a walk with my dog and I picked up these Skullcandy Method 360 ANCs on a clearance rack at Best Buy for $90, and I really think that was an added value for these because these work really good, and I wasn't planning on doing a review on them, but they work so well that I definitely want to bring them to you today, so I'm going to get that done really quick. It's not going to be super in-depth as I normally go, but I just wanted to make it really quick and show you some of the things you can do with it because I really enjoy these. These actually work pretty good, and I do have a couple little pros and cons on them as well, but yeah, we're going to jump right into it. So thank you guys for tuning in. It's DJ Martini Midwest Reviews. I love doing reviews. I love making content, and I want to continue to do this all the time, and so I need your help by subscribing, liking, checking me out, so I can continue to make content for you. So I love doing reviews, love doing the research, give it to you as easy as possible, and then I'll leave some links in case you're interested in some of the products that we talk about. So thank you. Please, let's reach 10,000, and if this is helpful at all, give me a like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. All right. So, like I said, I'm gonna make it quick. Here is the box. Like I said, the key thing that got me was the Sound By Bose, and so I thought maybe, you know, Skullcandy does, I've reviewed some headphones before, and I thought the combination together, these should be pretty good, and so I was really interested. It does have, say, 40 hours battery life with rapid charge, so that's with what's in the earbuds and in the case to be able to charge them. Noise canceling and stay aware features, and then customizable with the app that I'll show you really quick as well. And so definitely get into them. So like I said, there's the box. In the box, you will just get an instruction manual. You'll get some extra pieces for fitment with your ears, and then you also get the charge case, which is a little bit bigger in my opinion, but it does have the little clip so you can easily, you know, clip it on a belt loop, or your belt loop, or a belt, or on your backpack, you know. So nice little case. And this is the charger. I just don't want to lose this because I think it might charge it with certain voltage, and so I tried to use it with another charger. I didn't try a bunch, but it wouldn't charge this without this charger. So I don't know if that's has to be done all the time, but just something, don't lose this piece so far. But like I said, the charger is a little bit different. It does have just USB, but USB Type-C on the other side. So, and it does have the nice little Skullcandy logos and everything, but it might be the charger you need. So I don't know if it's the certain voltage, like I said, but it does have the USB Type-C charging on the bottom. And the case, very nice. Like I said, the belt loop, a little bit bigger than I thought. Not super portable. Would stick out in your pocket a little bit, but not too bad. There's the actual earpods themselves, earbuds, whatever you want to call them. And it does have little touch sensitive things on the side to get done, you know, your play, pause. It can do extra things that I'll show you in the app, but you will need the instructions to make sure you know how many taps and things to do to get things to work. But I'm not going to go through all that, but it's definitely in the instructions, which are provided and do tell you all that good stuff. So the actual earbuds themselves are like this, pretty nice. I think the key on these is going to be fitment, and so fitment will be a big thing on these if they fit well in your ear. They do say left and right, which I always like, because they do snap right in for a magnetic charging, and like I said, this will charge them as well. And it says 40 hours total of use on these. A lot of people did complain in battery life in the reviews that I read, but pretty good. So right when you put them in your ear, it's actually playing music. Once you put them in your ear, they do connect, and once you take them out of the case, they do connect automatically, which is really nice. Connecting them was really easy, but I will say, if you do use the companion app, make sure you connect them to your Bluetooth device first, and then download the app and connect through the app that way, because I did have a little issue trying to get the app, and I thought maybe they had to be connected through the app because that's how Bose works sometimes. But connect them easily to your device first, and then open the app. So just something to put in there. When you put them in your ear, you automatically get some sound blockage, so they do fit in your ear very nicely. Fitment will be an issue with everybody. Some people have bigger ears, smaller ears, canals, all that kind of stuff. So fitment will be important, but like I said, for the most part, they fit really good in my ear, and so I was really impressed with the sound and quality on these. They sound fantastic. I wish you could hear them, but they're just crisp, clear, and everything works very, very well. Now, a lot of people are going to ask, how does the ANC work? How's you know, the noise canceling and the also what do they call it? The sound aware. So there is, and I'll have to show you this on the app, but there is very, very cool ways to use that on the app, and I will show it in the background kind of what I'm doing on the app as I'm going here. But so I am going to kind of show in the background kind of what I'm doing here, but I am going to the app. I'm going to connect the ANC 360 ANCs, and then once they do connect to my device, then it's going to go ahead and open up the app. And I'm just using one, so you're going to see that one's not working, but it does show the battery life 98% on my right one right now, and I just have one connected, but I don't have it in my ear. So there says there is an update, so you can do updates through here through Bluetooth, but you have like hearing modes, and you can go to these modes and you can adjust how you want. Do you want that ANC on? Do you want the sound aware on? You can't have both on. You either have it blocking sound or you want sound aware, but you can adjust the intensity level. So if you want to be able to really hear everybody around you, you can have it at max. And if you want nobody, if you don't want to hear anything and it's going more to the ANC, then you can turn that up and down, which is really cool. And you can do it on the right or left one, how you want. And then it does have the ANC, which you can block out sound. So I did test this in a really, really crowded room, and it did really well. I could still hear people, but they were super quiet, and it was a very crowded space. So they do work pretty well in my opinion, and the ones that I had on. So very, very cool on the hearing modes there. It does have an equalizer. So you have music, bass boost, podcast, and custom. And in custom, and it does kind of say that in the ear too, but you can adjust them however you want them, which is awesome. You can do updates, like I said, from this. You can set it up for, you know, your button settings, like how you want them to work, double presses, triple pressed, 1 second hold. So very, very cool on how you want it to do it, and then you can set that up to however you want. So it's very, very cool on that. You can also set these up to take a photo. So if you have your phone and you want to tap on your earbud to take a photo, you can do that. If you're using them for gaming, they have options for that on single session or always on, depending on what you want. You can pair to multiple devices with these as well, which is very, very cool. And, you know, Spotify, if you have Spotify, tap, and a little bit of information on the Sound by Bose, but very, very cool. Also, if you go to the Skullcandy, it takes you to their page. And like I said, you can do updates, which is really easy. You just have both the earbuds in, hit the update, and make sure that the earbuds stay close to the device, and they're going to go ahead and do that update for you too. So very, very cool. There's some settings in here. You can disconnect, app version, and a few customer support things that you can get to as well. But really quick on that, but hopefully it was helpful. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take this out because, like I said, it does block out, just putting them in blocks out sound. So fitment is very important. Make sure you choose the right size little earbud silicone piece. But other than that, man, I really like them. I will give you a microphone test on how they do sound at the end of the video if you're using them for a call, how they're gonna sound, which I think they're pretty good. I used them one time and they said I was a little low volume, but it was bearable. So pretty good there. But I do like them just for the ANC part. It's not perfect. It did block out a lot of sound, but it wasn't perfect. I could still hear a little bit, but I do like the stay aware part on these. It really works really good because you can be still listening to your music, but turn that up really high and you can still hear a lot of things going on in the environment, which is awesome. So I do like that feature about this, and it did work very well. And the quality by Bose for the sound is pretty impressive. It does sound really good. So definitely worth even that $120, $130 value, but now at $90, I really think that's a great value for you guys. So like I said, I really wasn't planning on making a video for you guys, but these worked so well that I had to bring them to you. So pros for sure, price point at $90 right now, really good. Battery life is pretty good, in my opinion. Some people did complain about that, so it just depends on what you get. Like I said, once you get these, fully charge these. Make sure you put them on a charger, charge them first, always leave them charged, and don't let them ever die completely. Could damage some of the cells on there, but other than that, man, these work really, really good. So I'm really impressed. I think I have a lot of pros just for the sound. I listened to every genre. It sounded really good. Love the stay aware feature on these. Really cool, especially with the app to be able to adjust that. All the options in the app to adjust is definitely a plus. And the ANC, if you're buying them for ANC, it's good but not great. And so it does work, but it's not going to block out all the sound that you're thinking. But it does work really, really well, in my opinion. Cons, I just think the case is really, really big in my opinion, so I'm not super happy with that. And cons is going to be the fitment. For some people it's going to be awesome, some people might not work, and the better they fit, the better they sound and work for you as well. So, and then also the charging cable. I used another charging cable, USB Type-C to USB Type-C, and it wasn't charging this. So I don't know if I was using the wrong voltage or something, or if you just have to have this. So just something to keep in mind. I didn't test a bunch of cables, but don't lose the charging cable format because it might be needed for these. So other than that, once again, the instructions are very important. The app is important. You're really going to need the companion app with this, in my opinion. So that could be a positive or negative to some people. But I didn't have to sign in, make an account, or do anything like that. I just kind of signed. I didn't sign up, but I just connected the items and everything popped up for me. So that was good. I like simple things like that as well. Final thoughts: give it a check out, especially if you can get it for $90. I'll leave the links for it. I think it's a really cool item. I was really impressed with it in many levels, and I didn't have a lot of cons for it. So final thoughts: I think it gets 2 thumbs up from DJ Martini Midwest Reviews, and yeah, go check it out, especially if you can pick it up for 90 bucks. I think that's a good value. So always check out for warehouse deals and all that, or check out your local stores like a Best Buy. Like I said, I got it for clearance prices. They also sell some used items too, so look for that. But very, very cool. Used, refurbished, all that stuff. Check it all out. But that's what I wanted to bring to you: the Skullcandy 360 ANC with Sound by Bose. I was very impressed. Check it out, and also make sure you like, subscribe, share this content if you enjoyed it or had fun. And I can't wait to see you on my next video or tutorial.